everyone is trying so hard to make like a Smash Ultimate game. They're trying so hard to do the multiverse thing of like in our studio, if we combine all the characters, people are going to get the game because it has a character from each of their favorite franchises and like et cetera, et cetera. I think it's dumb. I'm out of haterade. I'm all out. It means I drank it all because I think the reason why League is beloved is for the gameplay. And you like the characters and you main characters for their abilities in the game League of Legends.
Yeah.
I don't care about taking my tank character into a Smash-esque fighting platformer game and like using what would be their abilities, but then like translated into a different fighting style. Like it doesn't appeal to me. And maybe that's a me thing. Maybe some people are like, oh, I would love to play, you know, Arcane, whatever. I would love to like have these characters and verse each other. Like that's fun. To me, that almost sounds like a 10-year-old making a game. They're like, what if all the characters versed each other? And it's like, okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah. Why Smash Brothers is what it is and the phenomenon it is twofold. One, it is an incredibly well-crafted, I won't say balanced, but incredibly well.
It's pretty balanced.
Well,
certain characters versus certain characters, but yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like it's so well oiled and it's so fun to play.
Yeah.
The controls make sense. It feels good. It's just a very well polished product and is the standard for these platform fighters. But also the second half of it is the ultimate crossover appeal. I mean, that's what it first was marketed on. Yeah, Zelda. Not Zelda in the first one, but Link fighting Mario, fighting Donkey Kong, fighting Pikachu. Yeah, imagine me and you. Oh, that trailer was great, where they're just all in a field frolicking and then they start kicking the shit out of each other. That's awesome. That's great. That's such a great idea. Crossovers are amazing. But then you need to have both of those to be successful. So you had PlayStation All-Stars, which, no offense, PlayStation, but these are characters that are not nearly as iconic as Nintendo. And yeah, I mean, it still is a cool crossover. You have Kratos fighting Sly Cooper, blah, 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 blah. They are hurt because they don't have properties like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and some of their most iconic kind of PlayStation franchises, so that kind of hurt them. But also the gameplay wasn't nearly as polished and well-oiled. I got oil in my mouth. As Nintendo. So you had a crossover that was less exciting, plus much worse gameplay. Did not do that well. It sold well, but it wasn't, who cares about PlayStation All-Stars? Then you have the Cartoon Network Battle Royale.
Oh, gosh.
Which we're getting a little closer. It was a little better oiled, I think, or about on the same par as All-Stars.
Might be, bleeding in.
And then you have all of these Cartoon Network characters for the most part, which was cool. And that, like, helped, and that was a step in the right direction. And then you had Nickelodeon
Brawl or
Megaverse or whatever it's called, Multiverse.
Multiverse.
No, Multiverse is DC.
Multiverse is
there's so many of these.
DC. What was the Nickelodeon one?
All Stars Brawl or something like that.
Yes. There was something
Which,
like that.
again, and people liked that when it first came out. And I think Nickelodeon franchises, especially when you throw SpongeBob in there, like, is just a little more iconic. It was marketed a little bit better, I think, and the controls were a little tighter. And people played a lot of the Nickelodeon one, but it still couldn't compete with, which I had mixed up with this DC Multiverse. Did DC Multiverse even do that well?
I don't think it did.
Again, and the right idea where you have all of these franchises coming in, but they can't get that gameplay quite right. I feel like Riot, even though they don't have a lot of experience with platform fighters and specialize in League of Legends, I trust that company to get that gameplay feeling really, really good. Yeah. But they're missing the first part, which is that crossover element.
Yeah.
Like, League of Legends is great and super, super popular. And
they've crossed it over into a lot of stuff. I mean, there's like shows and there's merch and like whatever.
And I'm sure there's other Riot, properties and whatnot within Pool Party. Yeah. But there's not enough of a crossover experience for it to be a seller, I feel. Where it's, maybe if you're lucky, 50, 40% of League of Legends fans will pick up this game. But you're not going to branch out to other franchises. You're not bringing in different fan bases to one kind of event. It's no Alien versus Predator, Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. It lacks that appeal that I think these platform fighters kind of need.
And also, I mean, Pool Party feels like a level design for a platform.
Like a skin.
Yeah, like it feels like a fun add-on and not a fully fleshed out concept for a full game, especially one that might not like Pool Party for Nintendo, for the Mario universe and for Smash would do great.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious to see Mario in his little swim trunks and he's got a pool floaty on.
I mean, I can't help but feel like, with just thinking of League of Legends characters, are they trying to do a Dead or Alive beach volleyball type aspect where they're taking these sexy characters and, oh, you want to see them with less on? Here's this extra game.
Doesn't it kind of feel that way?
It's a little yeah, I feel a little skeezy. Yeah.
I felt that way too. I was like, a little bit skeezy, but I wouldn't be unhappy if they took League of Legends and did a cool crossover. I just don't, I feel like they made the right decision by not choosing this game to be their launching point.
Right. It's like 2005 Dead or Alive beach volleyball worked because Rule 34 internet fan art wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
We don't need you anymore.
I could just go on DeviantArt if I want to see my favorite video game characters in a bikini.
You really can.
Like you really,
it's quite easy.
You
honestly.
really can.
Sometimes you just stumble upon it accidentally.
Accidentally, it shows up on your Twitter feed,
and your boss walks by and asks, "What is that?" And then you have to. What else is on the?
I think we can move on. I think we've actually talked about everything there is to talk about.